What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Kai, and I am back with another video. Hey man, so today I just finished recording a video, and it was a letter to my daughter. Things that I would say to my daughter, my future daughter. And toward the end, it got pretty emotional. And it got emotional because and I wanted to explain why I was in such an emotional state during that video. As I stated, I am a woman, and as a woman, I have lots of women friends, girlfriends, if you would. And I just know from personal experience and also relational experience that we do not have the guidance that is required to be well-rounded adults. We don't have the guidance, the support, the encouragement, the knowledge to be ladies, to live a life that is conducive for success. And that's why I had a conversation with a friend the other day, and we were talking about raising boys versus raising girls. And to me, I don't have either. I've worked with children nearly all of my life, even as a child. And I work with children now, hence the shirt. I personally feel like raising girls is harder than raising boys. Because with girls, you have to teach them how to cover themselves. And I'm not talking about like with material, with, shirts and pants and all that other stuff, which that is important as well. But the world is like a giant wolf. And if you do not protect yourself, you will succumb to victim of this wolf. And so there's so many women that have just been done a disjustice, an injustice, have been done disjustice with how they were raised. I mean, when I say they were just popped out and fed and clothed and kept a roof over their head, that's literally what I'm getting at. There was no intentional guidance. There's no, this is how you present yourself in the world. This is how you view relationships. This is the standard of what you should accept from someone. And then they're introduced to these men that come into their lives and are not good quality men. And I'm talking about as a child. So all they have is a poor quality man that either pays the bills or doesn't pay the bills, but is not quality as in he's not the protector. He may be or may not be the provider. He is either verbally abusive, physically abusive, abusive in other ways, mentally abusive, or just not present. And of course, I'm not saying all the time. I'm one of those people. I'm not a feminist. I'm not a man hater. I'm not a girl's girl. I'm on the side of what makes sense, when it makes sense. So you get that. And then as an adult, this girl is raised to allow for people to take advantage, to neglect, to mishandle, to use. That's what they allow because they weren't guided. And then now this this woman now has to take on the responsibilities of being grown without any support, encouragement, guidance, knowledge, wisdom. So many parents are focused on being children themselves. And now they have to deal with the consequences of being ill prepared. Now, y'all know on this channel, I am a huge advocate, and I say it all the time, that we create our own realities. That anything that is manifested in your life comes from you. You've created it. You've made it real. But we can also realize with common sense that we can only put out what has been put in. My heart truly hurts. And I've been just in this space of realizing that so many people have just, they don't have what they need. And it's unfair. It truly is unfair. And then we're put into this rabbit race of, you gotta go to work, you gotta pay your bills. Don't make sure nothing's late. If it's late, you gotta pay more money on top of that. And then you want to be in a relationship. You want some sort of intimacy. You want some sort of closeness. Then, oh, I gotta make a family. I gotta create a family. I have to figure out everything without any encouragement, support, guidance, knowledge, wisdom from a child going up. Once you're an adult, it's like, yeah, you're responsible. I wasn't raised in a conventional dynamic. So I also bear witness to the fact that you are not necessarily a product of your environment. However, not everyone is the same. And it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be that you have to raise yourself. It shouldn't be that you have to be the adult for yourself and you have to think like an adult as a child. Do we not care that our children are being taken advantage of? Do we not care that our children, our 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, going all the way up to shoot and beyond, is ill prepared for adulthood? Doesn't know how to save money, doesn't know how to stay at a job, doesn't know how to file taxes, doesn't know about debt and scholarships and grants and how to start a business, how to buy property, how to be confident in who they are, how to say no to people, how to not people please. How to love. Are we not concerned? Do we not care? Or are we worried too much about the Diddy trials? Are we worried too much about what all these celebrities have going on, but your household is failing? It hurts my heart because this doesn't just affect your child. So it's not just like a, well, they better figure it out. I had to figure it out. First of all, ill to you. It's not just it affects them and their life. It also affects everyone around them. Everyone, everything. You not being the proper parent affects eons of things. Opportunities, situations, people, friends, criminal history, like debt, And I don't, honestly, as one person, I don't know what to do besides do what I'm doing now and continue to provide the wisdom that I've learned and I've found so that people can feel like they have a source, a resource of some sort. I've reached out to BetterHelp. There's another, I forgot what the other company is, but I reached out to companies like BetterHelp to see if they would partner with us to provide even more affordable counseling, therapy, all that kind of stuff. Because even though we're a small channel, there's still people. Like 100 people is 100 people. But this is crazy. Y'all worrying about if Blue Ivy's been hypnotized or cloned and your daughter is being ran through like a subway train stop. Not trying to be funny, because it's not funny nor cute. Because even though she's her own person, she should be able to make up her own mind, she's your child. She's still someone who was not properly taught how to care and love herself. While you're over here debating the P. Diddy trials, your son has his own court case going on. What is happening right now? Truly, what is going on? There's no moment in time unless your child has done like near fatal harm to you or to, the people around, that you should just throw up your hands and say, you know what? They got it. They'll figure it out. There's no point. At no point should it be that. I truly don't believe that children should be considered, people should be considered adults at 18. You know how much stuff I didn't know at 18? One, because I was also not raised properly, but you know how much stuff I didn't know at 18? You do not know, I didn't start learning about like credit and the purpose of saving money till I was like 22, 23. And people would say I was mature for my age. I was very mature for my age. I was well-rounded, grounded, very smart. But some things, if they're not taught to you, how would you know? So therefore, why are they not being taught? How to respect yourself. Why is that not being taught in the household? Y'all letting Coco Melon and Blippi teach your children how to count and spell, and hopefully they catch the messages of being a leader and all this other stuff, but where are you? Where are you at? Why are you not teaching your child how to set boundaries, how to say no to people, how to say no to themselves, how to budget their money, how to protect their mind, body, and spirit? Why are you not able, maybe because you use the excuse that no one did it for me. I turned out all right. No, you didn't. And you know you didn't because your child ain't turning out all right. Y'all need to do better. I think I talk to people about their own individual choices enough that this is warranted. Because it's getting insane. It's getting crazy. Y'all want to hoop and holler about AI, but y'all not taking care, y'all not setting bedtimes for your children. You're not helping your children with their homework. You're not limiting their social media time. When I was growing up, we didn't have phones. We barely had TVs. except for the one in the living room. But you talking about AI. Y'all want to tear down Donald Trump, but look at his children. Well, let me not even say that, because that one son, I did hear some allegations against him. But y'all want to tear down Donald Trump. What are you doing to show that you are the leader of your household? You're talking about the leader of the country. And I know the people that need to hear this are not even watching the video. Like, it's so crazy that we be talking just to get our point across, but the people that really need to hear it are not even watching our video. They're not here. They're not here watching this. Hopefully, someone that knows someone who needs to hear this is watching this and can send it to them. Timestamp it. If you're afraid they won't watch it all the way through, timestamp it. Clip it. Press the little clip button on your phone or on a computer. Clip the section that you want them to hear. Send it to them so they don't have no excuse. It's really sad. But I'm going to go ahead and head out, y'all. Take care of yourself. Make wise decisions. Do your research. Take wise counsel. You don't know it all. Let someone help you. All right? Peace.